All right, guys, we are back for another chess lesson. Hopefully you guys tuned in last week. Liam, my guest here from chess.com and from Chess Kids, helped me out. He was giving me a lesson. We were doing some hand and brain. And Liam, I'm nervous for this one because I feel like I haven't improved as much as I would have hoped since Saturday. And now I'm nervous. I'm just going to be in the exact same embarrassing spot that I was last week.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, we didn't do too much of a lesson last time. It was mostly, sorry, get this volume off. Mostly just, I wanted to be entertaining and a fun time. But, I reviewed the tape, and the first thing I said was, well, it can't only be Pete Suns Out, Guns Out here. So I came equipped with the tank, of course. We're ready for a Friday edition of chess. Ready to jump into it whenever you are.
Yeah, and why don't you shout out your Twitch guys too, because we are simulcasting on my YouTube and your Twitch.
Oh, yeah. So I just started my channel. Pete's my first guest. The plan is to have other guests on in the future, but you can see me at twitch.tv/ponychess. The goal is eventually to be doing some Zed run races as well. So yeah, make sure you subscribe and like Pete's video. Helps him out a lot. And of course, give me a follow over on Twitch.
There you go. I forgot to tweet this out, which I'm going to do right now. Why don't you start setting us up here while I get a tweet out about the chess lesson here?
I am ready if you want to share your screen and show the analysis board.
Oh, sorry, this one or?
Let's jump into the analysis board, and then when we do some tactics, we'll jump into that screen. Okay, so last time it was, we gave a really brief lesson, then we jumped into playing. We're going to do, maybe a longer lesson today, only about 10, 15 minutes, and then we're going to jump into playing chess, of course. Plan for today, do a lesson, play some more hand and brain. I'm going to be the brain first, then Pete the hand, same as last time. And then I think it would be fun to have Pete be the brain and me the hand, and we'll see how Pete does when I have to play someone my rating. And then in the future, we're going to, of course, take on some viewer challenges. So that will be a segment we do as well. Okay. So, Pete, question for you. What are the 3 things you must do at the start of a game?
At the start of a game?
Yeah, remember this was the first thing we reviewed last time. There's 3 things you must do if you're going to be a good chess player.
It's the checks, the captures, and threats that I'm seeing on my sheet here.
Well, the cheat sheet's not going to help you with that one. That's just something you have to do every single turn. But it had something to do with trying to
own the middle of the board.
Control the center is one.
Control the center.
Control the center.
Oh, I remember this.
And then what else?
One was advancing my pieces.
Developing our pieces is what we say. Moving our knights and our bishops.
Yes.
It's something you must do if you're going to be a good chess player. And then the third thing has to do with getting your king safe by castling.
Yes. Okay, and I'm a pro at castling now, man. I go for that move. So
we're actually going to look at one of your games, Pete, and I'm not sure if that's true. But first,
I'm so terrified that. So is this like the blockchain? It's like any of my games, can anyone go and look at this, or just because you have like admin privileges?
I believe it's anyone can see this. This is public info. You want to see Pete's games? Hit me up. Slide in the DMs. I'll send them out to you.
I'm experimenting, people. I just want you to know, if you're going through my games, I'm trying different lines of strategy. I'm learning. Do not go through my dirty laundry.
Hey, this is the quest for, now that we're on the second episode here, it's officially a series. We're going for 1,000 ELO, and we'll take it from there. Pete's about 200 right now, so we'll see how we do there. Okay, now I'm going to make good moves for white, and for black, I'm going to make bad moves. And then we're going to look at your game, and we're going to see what we learn. So white's first move, and we're just going to give, if white got to make a bunch of moves in a row, this is what they would do. They're going to play e4. They control the center, and they're allowing their pieces to get out. Okay? Black's going to make a move. They're putting their knight on the edge of the board. Yeah, they're developing a piece, but we don't like knights on the edge of the board. Little rhyme. Knights on the rim are dim.
I was going to say that. I remembered that one.
Okay, all right. The rhymes are good. That's good to know. Next move white's going to play is d4. They're taking the center. They're saying, I'm going to move both bishops, or both my bishops can move now, and my pawns are attacking the center. And black's going to make a silly move here, but it illustrates a point. They're going to put their knight back on g8. Now, this illustrates the concept of tempo. For any Spanish speakers out there, similar to tiempo, meaning time. Because how many moves does it look like black has made?
It looks like they've made 0, but I know better because I've been paying
But
attention.
you know they've made how many moves?
2.
2. Because they moved a piece more than once. So because they moved a piece more than once at the start of a game, they are wasting time. So we do not want to do that in chess. Next, white's going to do is they're going to get their knight on f3. We move our knights before our bishops because our bishops are flexible pieces. They like to get info about what the opponent's doing, what they're attacking before we move them. The knights, however, I like to say they have 1 or 2 happy squares. They like to go to f3 or c3 where they hit the center of the board. And so we're controlling the center with this move. We're getting our pieces out. We're developing a piece. And we're getting one step closer to castling. So we're doing all 3 things you must do at the start of a game with one move.
Can I ask you a question about the castling?
Sure.
Are you racing to castle, or are you kind of like moving to that naturally as you're doing other objectives? That's what I was confused about.
I would say for a beginner, like castling as soon as you can is a great idea. The answer is really it depends on what my opponent's doing, but like let's just give black again a silly move. They're moving a pawn, doesn't attack the center of the board, doesn't help a piece develop, doesn't get them closer to castling. So not a good move. Now, if we want to castle right away, I would just say move this bishop. Yeah. But before we do that, where do you think this knight wants to go? What square?
C3.
There we go. And knowing the square names is important to being a good chess player. So let me get the chats pulled up, by the way, in case anyone's asking questions. I got those hidden.
Yeah. Willis, that seems like a very attainable goal. You might want to aim higher.
Not after these lessons, Willis.
On to the next was already going through my dirty laundry and looking at my old games, even when I asked you not to. Just how about some privacy, just for once? Lou, where have you been? I mean, like, this is a series now. This is a series. Come on, Lou.
Okay, and black again, going to make a silly move. And then white's going to move their bishop just to c4, developing a piece, controlling the center. Now they can castle. Black again, going to just make a nothing move, not attacking the center of the board, not developing a piece, not a good move. Oops. And then we're going to get our last bishop out, bishop f4. So we moved our bishops and knights first. We didn't move our queen. We didn't move our king. We didn't castle yet. Black again, just going to make a nothing move, moving a pawn. And white's going to castle, moving another pawn. White's going to put their rook on the e-file. The center of the board is likely to open up. You know, black's just moving pawns. White's going to move their queen, protect a piece, move a pawn.
I'm absorbing all of this for sure.
And the rook goes to d1. All right, well, the real thing is what I wanted you to do is I wanted you to get to this position. And, you know, like if you were a kid, I'd ask you to like take a picture here, a little click.
Honestly, you need to treat me like a child. What am I taking a photo of?
Of this position. You're looking at this position.
With my camera, a screenshot.
Oh, go ahead and take an actual picture. That's a good idea. I was doing like a mental picture. You know, chess is a mental game. I don't know if you're going to be able to refer to this picture while you play. You could.
Okay.
So just note that we moved all our pieces only once. Okay. So what are the 3 things you must do at the start of a game, Pete?
We must control the center.
Yes.
We must advance our pieces. And
develop our pieces.
Develop. I keep saying advance. And number 3 is we must castle our king.
Perfect. Now let's look at a game that you played against an opponent by the name of M. Bagantu. Okay, so you open up with d4. A fine first move. You're attacking the center.
Can we set does it have a timestamp? Do we know when we played it? Can it say how many drinks I had? Can it say what state of mind?
It doesn't have the ability to tell me how many drinks you had, but this game was played about 5 days ago.
Okay.
Now, d4, fine first move. The opponent played e6, normal, attacking the center. You played e3. Now, does this develop a piece?
Yeah, because now I can take my bishop out.
Okay, but did you develop a piece? Could you have like how could you just develop a piece right away?
Bringing my bishop out.
Or what piece do we like to move, our knights first or our bishops?
We like to move our knights first because our bishops are flexible and they're waiting.
Yeah, you want to get more info.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
So like maybe knight f3 would have been a better move. But okay, e3. And just note that, this is a fine move. You're controlling the center and you're allowing this bishop to now move. However, you are blocking in your dark squared bishop. You're stopping your bishop from seeing other squares on the board. So something important to note there.
Hang on, real quick question. Why do you never bring out your knight as an opening move?
You can't. That is you can move either knight at the start of the game.
Okay.
Moving the pawns are, a bit more popular of a move. This is technically the queen's pawn, but if you want to play the queen's gambit, a popular move, you just play c4 in the next turn. And boom, you're playing the queen's gambit.
Wow, I think I've heard of that.
Okay, so d4, e6, e3, g6 to get their bishop fianchettoed. You move your bishop, so we're developing a piece, okay? And now your opponent attacks your bishop. And where do you think this bishop should go, Pete?
Well, I can't take out the pawn because then the pawn can take me out there.
Okay, so where would you put it?
I probably remember what I did here. I bet I just full on retreat.
That is what you did, but where do you think it should go?
I mean, I can't go to d7 and take out that pawn.
No.
So I have to go backwards. So my only options are to fully retweet. I'm guessing you're going to say a4.
You got all these squares, but like c4, fine square, hits the center. Hits the center. You undeveloped your piece. So you moved a piece out and then you brought it back. And remember, when we did that with the opponent, we were making fun of them. They were wasting tempo. So what do we think of bishop f1?
Bishop f1.
What you just did there.
Oh, I think I've now realized that that's bad.
Yeah, but you're undeveloping a piece. So, okay, so we're learning. So not a great move. They developed a knight, hit the center, and now you moved your f pawn. Does this develop a piece?
No.
Does it get you closer to castling?
No.
Should you have played this move?
No.
No, right? That's the thought process we got to have, right? So that's why I'm asking it like that.
Hang on real quick, Liam. I'm getting an echo on my thing. I don't know if you have headphones or you can turn down your speakers just a little bit. Normally helps.
Let me turn my speakers all the way down here. How's it now?
I think better. Yeah. That's good.
Cool. I'll get speaker or headphones for next time. And also weakens our king hit here a bit because you're opening this diagonal to the king. Okay, so f4, not a great move. The opponent also wasted a turn. They're moving their knight more than once. And you now moved your bishop a third time. But at least you developed it, hitting the knight. And they played queen h4 check. Now is a good time, I think, to pull up that checklist we had.
Okay.
And maybe just read through that checklist real quick.
This is so embarrassing. Do you have an accent? Do you have a style? Do you have a tone, a tenor that I should be reading this in?
I want it just to be off the cuff, whatever you want to do here.
Okay. To improve every tactic I will look at all checks available to my king and my opponent's king. Look to all captures for me / my opponent. Look to all threats for me / my opponent. Checkmate, fork, pin, skewer, discovered attack. Literally do not know what fork, pin, skewer, and discovered attack are. Notice which of my pieces, my opponent's pieces, are not protected. We've now dropped the all caps, so I feel like I can relax a little bit. Count the attackers and defenders on my pieces, my opponent's pieces. Which number is bigger? That is a good question. Visualize the pieces moving in my head or on the ceiling. I saw that on TV. And before I make my move, scan the whole board to make sure I did not miss anything simple. I do not think I was following any of these while playing this game.
This thought process or that checklist is kind of something that I wanted my students to do when they did tactics, which we'll get to that next time we do a lesson together. But you have to just think about these things every single turn. So you should know that this check is possible to your king, right?
I believe I did realize this because chess.com is very gracious and won't let you make any moves that isn't protecting your king, correct?
Yes. Okay. So you saw the check, but you should know that they could do it on their turn. And you played King F1. Now, what do we think of this move?
I think that I really only had, I guess I had 2 places or 3 total places I could go, right?
Well, there's 3 ways you can get out of check, and I believe you did this lesson on Chess Kid, so you can tell me that.
Oh God.
You
Dude.
can capture a piece putting you in check, CPR.
Yes.
You can protect or block the check.
Yes. Or
you
just
can
move
run
out.
away.
Run away. I think
So-
I've been choosing run away a lot in this game.
You ran away here, and what move do you think Black should play here?
Black should probably play no. I'm not sure what Black should play.
Well, look. Tell me a check that Black can do to your king. Look for them.
Well, he can bring knight to D2.
How about the queen? Where can the queen go and check your king? Tell me the squares.
Well, he can go to F2, but then I could just take him out. But then then the knight has me there, and I believe that's what ended up happening.
That would have been a checkmate, and the game is over.
Yes.
But the knight keeps the queen safe, so you're not allowed to capture. You can't move into check. So the game should have ended there. Now, what would have been a better move? Well, actually, you don't have a lot of great moves here because even the move G3, they can do this tactic, knight takes G3, where your rook is pinned, and like if you take back, you drop the rook. I don't think they were going to see that because I don't think they saw the checkmate of 1. You moved here, and they retreated their knight. So they gave you a freebie here. This is a typical below 300 elo game. But, we're learning here. So that's just kind of what I wanted to highlight. You made some more moves here. You didn't know your captures. You got to look at where your opponent's pieces are attacking because they made this move trying to trade queens. You didn't notice, so you dropped your queen.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think I was trying to logically think through any moves. I think I was just pressing buttons and just having the time of my life, just being in the mix, Liam.
Well, that's fine. But, I, as your coach, I don't know that. I'm trying to make you improve.
I need it.
And so that's what I'm here for. All right. So I just wanted to highlight those things. We got our thinking process. How about we jump into playing a game of hand and brain, tag team, and see if we can start climbing this rating ladder.
Okay. Are there any other basic things from the checklist? Can you tell me what fork, pin, skewer, and discovered attack means?
I mean, we could, but like seeing as this, we got about an hour, I think we should jump into playing. And then I don't want to throw too much info at you at once. We can focus more on the tactics next time we do a lesson.
Okay. I thought I went into live chess. Is that where I need to go?
Yeah, play live chess. Just click it, and then on the
it keeps sending me back to this board.
You're in the analysis board, so click the play button on the upper right hand corner.
Yeah,
you see where it's upper. Yeah, there you go. Just click that orange play button.
We'll do a 10-minute.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
All right.
A 100. Let's go.
I don't think it goes below that.
Dude, I'm
gonna be honest.
Feeling good. Okay. Big brain move right there.
Okay, let's bring you over here.
It's an unorthodox. Right. It's not as popular as bringing out the pawn first, but it does have merit as for what I've heard about that.
Yeah, you're developing a piece. Pawn. Great move. Hitting the center, allowing your pieces to move.
And if I would have done the other pawn, I would have been making myself vulnerable. So now, actually, you're telling me.
Knight.
Okay.
Great. Developing a piece, hitting the center. We got this game in the bag. Okay, pawn. Boom. Free piece. We're attacking that square twice, and it's only defended once.
God, this guy's just an ELO 100. How embarrassing.
Pawn.
Now the question is, I mean, I basically have to, am I just agreeing to trade here? Because otherwise, or
I want
if
you to look at the board and try to think through that checklist if you can.
My-
You got to have that memorized.
oh,
No, no
okay.
time to refer to that.
Oh, you're right. We are on a stopwatch here.
Chess captures threats.
Yeah, so obviously this is a threat here, but then I can take him with my knight. Although
Well,
then I would be vulnerable here from his. I feel like I
have no idea what you're saying, but
I don't know all the lingo yet. I feel like I just want to trade here, but that sounds bad too. You know
you're moving
what?
a pawn, so
Hang on.
think-
I have an idea. Oh, I am doing pawn?
yeah,
Shit.
pawn.
Okay. God, this is agonizing. This is oh, hang on.
And for any new viewers, this is hand and brain. So I'm the brain. I name a piece. Pete has to move the named piece I say.
Yes. All right. I'll just keep it. I'll keep it simple here. Just go here.
So our e4 pawn could have taken their knight. And remember, the knight is worth 3 points and the pawn only worth 1.
Why? How did I miss that? I completely missed it. It didn't even cross my mind.
Also, their knight can take the pawn on e5 for free because it's not defended.
This is a disaster.
So not the best move, but you know, when you give something up in chess on purpose, they call it a gambit.
Wow. And he just
So
completely let me off the
gambited your
hook.
pawn. Now, maybe I shouldn't have told you because I think you know what we're going to do next, but pawn. There we go. Traded a 1-point piece for a 3-point piece. We're going for the beatdown.
Yeah.
Knight.
Knight.
Fantastic move. Developing a piece, hitting the center. See, this is the lesson you needed.
It
That
is.
1,000 elo we're going to have.
And this guy appears to suck worse than me, which is hard to do right now.
No, Azra, if you're a viewer, we don't mean that.
Ooh.
Pawn.
I can't.
Nope,
Oh, yeah, I can't.
can't jump on the pieces with your pawns.
Let's see here. How much are, tell me what's bishop and knight worth again?
They're both worth 3 points, and the pawn is only worth 1 point.
Okay. And is there a hierarchy between what you want to take down first, if both are theoretically available to take down?
I would say a bishop is better in this game because the position is open. So usually you would prefer to take a bishop than a knight. Boom. Taking a 3-point piece for a 1-point piece.
We'll make that trade all day, Liam.
Hey, how about queen?
Wow. Queen.
Now this could go bad, but it could go great.
I now see how it could go bad if I just blast. Yeah, because if I do that, then he can just bring back the knight, and then we just wash our queens.
Now, something that you want to do when you're winning in chess is trading pieces is very advantageous.
Okay.
So anytime you can trade when you're winning, that's usually a good move. And if you're losing, you do not want to trade.
So you're saying I should just nuke this queen here and just...
Well, I'm telling you to move the queen. I'm also just giving you, advice about chess. So that was a great move, yeah, because you're winning by 6 points. And so if everything gets traded, you're going to have pieces and they won't, and then you can gobble up your pawns and make more queens.
And so in general, if you're ahead, swapping like that is just unilaterally a good decision.
As long as there's not like a tactical reason why it wouldn't be, like if trading a piece leads to you getting checkmated, then no. But as a general rule of thumb, yes.
Okay.
How about bishop?
Bishop. Let's see here. We got that there.
When are we teaching Pete en passant? We already taught Pete en passant, Brandon.
I watched a chess kid lesson on en passant.
Oh, we'll do one together next time.
Hang on. So I have my bishop stuff here. I don't really see. Ooh, no. That doesn't seem like something I'd want to do. This is kind of interesting here.
That's great. You developed a piece.
So when you do the hand brain, do you always have a very specific move in mind for it, or are you selecting ones where did he just quit?
It looks like he disconnected. So I think we should do another one with you, or do we want to do one with me first? With you being the brain.
It's your call. You know what's better.
Let's do another one with you because you're on a heater here. We got to strike while the iron's hot.
A 298.
Okay.
From what? South Africa, I think.
How about pawn? So this is a tougher opponent.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough.
Big W, the stream is saying. How about knight?
I'm so mad that just a forfeit and you guys are stoked for me. You know what? You guys gave me a lot of shit, but the fact that you're actually happy for me is very comforting. What did you say?
Knight.
We are going to,
once we get to the like 800s, 900s, and we're just shooting for that 1,000, that's going to be the real sweat. It's going to take a while, but great move. Defending your pawn. Okay. How about knight?
Knight. Same thing over here.
Now, things could go bad if he plays the fried liver, but I don't know if he knows the fried liver. He did not. How about
fried liver?
That's an opening. Yeah.
How much lingo do you guys have here?
Pawn. There's a lot of chess lingo.
Pawn. This seems fine.
Could be. How about bishop?
Bishop.
Now, we've not taught you the tactics yet, so I'm not sure if you're going to make the right move, but that's okay.
I mean, we can. Why don't we check him?
A check just for check's sake is usually, unless the check accomplishes something, that's something we always want to do.
It accomplished kind of a morale boost for me. This guy's playing pretty fast.
You developed a piece with tempo, so it could be a good move. How about pawn?
Okay. I think we're just going to take this guy out here.
That's great. It's always your mouse is a little bit lower than it actually is on the board, so I'm never sure what piece you're moving until you move it.
I like to have the quick draw there. It's like when I go to my boxing, I don't want to telegraph my punches. I got to keep my
in case anyone is stream sniping. That's smart. How about bishop?
Okay, well, this one can't move, and there's only one thing in front of me. Let's hopefully this check is okay.
That's not a good move because the knight can take you. So we just gave up our bishop for a pawn, but how about king here?
I got too cocky there. King. Oh, yeah, I think it might be time to castle, boys.
Oh, no. Gotta drag the king 2 squares.
Chess.com should do that for me. They think I'm just bringing one over for fun, just automatically.
You have to drag it 2. If you put it on G8, it castles 1 square. You could just be moving.
Who wants to move it 1 square? No one. Just do it for me.
That happens sometimes.
I don't.
Okay, now there's only one way to save some material here, and you have a 1 or 2 shot of doing it. So queen, and let's see what happens. Not the square. It still works actually, maybe, but the thing is the bishop on G5 is pinning your knight to the queen.
Okay.
So if you move your knight, the bishop will take your queen.
Yes.
They attacked your. Oh no. Things are looking sour for us. How about queen? When Catan stream, I'm pretty good at Catan.
Queen. Now I'm in my head about this check thing because I keep wanting to do checks, but now I'm worried that.
We'll just look at where their pieces are attacking.
Yeah,
is some advice.
I feel. Damn it. These stupid knights.
How about knight? Pieces going backwards, always tough. How about knight? Okay, so we're learning. Maybe you're not a 300 yet. You know, this is 100 points higher.
I think it's pretty clear I'm not a 300 yet.
We're getting there though. So I'm finding out that backwards moves are tough for you.
I was told never to retreat, never to surrender, never to waste time.
Well, I'm saying looking at the opponent's backwards moves because the bishop can take your knight.
God damn it, you're right. That is a huge leak.
Oh, knight.
Did this really just happen?
You got it back. We're back in this.
Who's the 300 now?
Okay, knight. At these 300 games, they're exciting because they are literally never over.
Okay.
Now, there is a good move. That's a great move. Forking the bishop and rook.
I said I got out my silverware and I said it's time to fork this, baby.
Hey, eat up. We're back in this. Okay, knight. We're moving our pieces a lot, but it's because we have to.
Do I just let him? Do we just watch? Am I in the lead right now?
You are tied. A knight is worth 3 points, a bishop 3, a rook 5, a queen 9.
Peace.
Boom. 5-point piece for 3-point piece. We are actually up material, amazingly.
Look at this guy. We
gotta
so
get
cocky.
We're going to get our bishop out, and we're going to castle the king the hard way. However, yeah, that was a great fork because you hit the rook and the bishop, and they had to move their rook into danger to defend their bishop on d5.
I need to get my actual forks. I need more props.
You need way more props.
What was the opening? Fried liver?
Fried liver. Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's a big prop.
We would have been destroyed. That's quite the commitment.
He's frazzled, man.
He could be tilting. Trust me. The tilt is very real in chess, but
what?
I mean, after you take a piece like that, we got to get the sound effects on.
What if he was a student on some other stream right now in a similar hand in brain situation?
You know,
that would be a fun concept. If we duel against someone else, that's another good.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get another chess friend, and we can have another similar skilled, person like you, and we can do hand and brain.
I love it. This guy. Hey, speed it up, man. Some of us have more lessons to move on.
That is the risk that he is just tilted and quit here. I don't think so, though.
Do you think he just got up and he's just like in his room right now? Like,
yeah, he's pacing. Call clock classic.
Clock.
Yeah, I would say 80% chance he's just steamed off his brain here. And
hey, I at least spread mine out evenly. This is embarrassing. This is a step back for the game of chess in general.
We are not teaching Pete the London system because the London system, Pete's an attacking player. I can already tell. He wants to go for the kill. He's not going to do the London system. Wow. Okay. Don't know what that move is. How about knight? See, they could have taken our knight with their king, but they didn't.
Right. Yeah, I was wondering why they didn't do that.
Knight. This knight is a monster. It's taking the queen. It's taking the rook. It's taking both bishops.
Dude, this knight's body count is insane.
Pawn. We are up significant material. I may have, maybe you're a 400, 500 rated player. Knight. Boom. How about pawn?
I think it's time we send one of these pawns. Oh,
they quit. They couldn't handle it.
Run. You're too scared.
Now Now I think would be a good time for us to switch roles. So you will be the brain and me the hand. And what's the best way to do that? Should I share my screen? Should I just
Yeah.
share the link to my game? What?
I think you
How
can
about,
easily.
I'll jump into a game and I'll send it to you to pull up on
Oh
stream.
yeah, that works too.
All right. So let me minimize
Guys,
this.
I think everyone's trying to. Do you agree with this take? What do you think my ELO rating is with you as my brain?
1,000.
Seriously?
No, I mean I don't know. Like
I could make some pretty
I'm gonna be
catastrophic
honest with you,
mistakes.
Pete. It's very hard to distinguish between a 100, 200, 300, 400 player. Like, there's nothing I could tell you. Like, wow, okay, a 200 player will do this, but a 300 player, they're gonna do this better. It's all kind of like random at that skill.
I truly think like heading into today, I was probably like a 125. I feel like I'm like a 175 already in just 20 minutes.
I would say you gained at least 200 elo just from that lesson with the developing.
Okay.
Now the real question is, what is my ability going to be with you as my brain?
That is the question. So you're a 2000?
Yeah, I'm like 1900, 2000. We'll see what I am on this account. Okay, so I'm going to make a 10-minute game.
Okay.
And let's do this. And all right, it's going to be rated. I'm trusting you. I'm just going to wait for this game to start.
All right, you want to send it in the private chat?
Yeah. Okay. Can you pull that up?
Yeah.
And then just tell me a piece to move.
Okay.
So that we
let me
don't
get this
abort.
up here on the screen. Another login has been detected. What?
Just say pawn just so this game can start.
On.
Okay. We're playing against a 2030.
For some reason, this link isn't wanting to work. Is there any way to like type in the game number somewhere and find that game?
Does it not let you just pull it up? I could.
So this is when I post this link, it takes us back to that. Hang on, let me go to the playboard. Yeah, it's not showing up.
I don't know if I can just send you it. Should I share my screen for this game? I think
sharing your screen, if you can do that, would be best.
I can do that. So
yeah, and then I can just pop it up.
Share screen, and let's share the chessboard.
Yeah.
Okay, you seen this?
Now we got it. Yeah.
All right. Now, what am I doing? We both moved to pawn.
Okay. So, and now I am just telling you the
name of the piece.
Knight.
Boom.
This is so scary.
We're playing against Bajajic M from Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Are you scared of me ruining your rating?
Not at all. I have full trust in you.
Oh, God.
A coach must trust his student, just like a student must trust his coach.
Okay. Bishop.
I hover hand. Bishop, great move. Not a good move.
Brings out that was a bad move by him.
Yeah, moving your queen early. We don't do that.
King.
We are 2 minutes down on the clock due to the learning how to share the screen.
King.
Boom. Dude, this is a great start.
I was worried you were going to accidentally drag at one spot. Good job. Okay, this is where I'm really starting to get out of my depth here.
And for hand and brain guys, when it gets below a minute 30, the hand just takes over. So.
Okay. Knight.
Okay. Great. Developed a piece. We're controlling the center. We're playing great chess right now. Oh, won't let me draw live arrows right now.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
Okay, this is starting to get scary. How about pawn?
An excellent move, allowing our bishop to move.
This is where my brain is just not processing everything that's happening.
You're doing great, so positivity.
Okay. Positivity. Pawn.
Huh. Okay, there's no way we can make a bad move, so we'll do this. This is fine. And they do move their knight again, so we have a lead in development. Our king is castled. We are crushing this game right now.
Bishop.
Okay, we'll go here. They are blitzing out their moves, so not a good sign for our clock, but that's okay.
Knight.
Knight. I'm trying to like keep my pieces where I don't think anything bad can happen. Okay, they move their bishop.
Okay.
You got to make a good move here.
Knight.
That's perfect. They took our knight with the bishop.
Pawn.
Okay, we're taking with the queen, but that is perfectly fine. We captured back at least.
Wouldn't he have traded queens if we did that?
I would say that would help us at
Okay.
this avenue. You're playing great.
You're playing, man. You're just my student. And you really have an aptitude for the game. You've kind of really taken to heart all my lessons. I can tell you took a screenshot of that checklist I sent you earlier, and I'm really proud of you.
I mean, I'm just reading the chat suggestions. That's what's helping me out.
What's going on in the Twitch chat?
They're just saying hello, and we got some guy talking in Russian. So a diverse group.
Hang on, did something just happen to the board? Okay, I was like, I can't see everything. Okay. See the board, Peter. See the board.
Be the board.
Be the board.
Now we need a good move here. So they made a dangerous move with that knight.
They made a dangerous move with that knight. How?
Yeah, I don't want to cloud your judgment. Just
no. I don't see a lot here. Pawn. Don't act so disgusted.
Hey, it's fine. We can pawn, huh?
I am the brain. You must do what I say.
Let me try to think of the best pawn move.
They're telling me clock. How about you tell Liam clock? He's just taking forever over here. He's like my last opponent. How
about getting needled by my coach is not something I expected today.
Yeah. This has been my strategy so far, DJ.
I mean, yeah, there's 8 of them. How bad can it go, right? I know the mentality. Okay, now we're gonna lose the game unless you say one of the pieces here. So,
all right, just answer me this question: is a trade okay?
Yes.
All right. I don't think I'm missing anything. Queen.
Okay. Now we're gonna lose material no matter what. But if I don't take this queen, the queen is gonna come to G2 and checkmate us.
That would have been scary.
However, we're gonna take this queen. The knight's gonna take back. It's gonna check our king and fork our bishop. So it's hitting the king and the bishop. I have to move the king, and they're going to take my bishop. So we're going to lose material, but we didn't get checkmated. Now, being down a piece at my level is you don't get those back. So we'll see how the rest goes, but we don't want to trade pieces either.
Yeah. Okay. It's our turn, right?
It's our turn.
It's our turn. It's our time to shine.
By the way, if we win this game, we break 2,000, so no pressure.
I will say rook.
Okay, saving our rook. There we go.
He's on the retreat like a scared coward.
He just took our bishop.
Oh. Pawn.
Boom. Yeah, I think you needed a little help there. I wasn't sure if you were seeing that one. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now,
Let,
maybe you could talk the viewers what you're thinking through when you're trying
oh,
to.
really? Because I like it when I just name a piece and
I'm
then you
just
have to
wondering
deal
if
with
you
it.
were just firing pieces off the cuff or if you were actually analyzing the board or.
I would say at this point I'm not analyzing the board. I mean, let's say knight.
Great move.
Okay.
I do think hearing what you're thinking though would be a good.
What if
a
there's
good,
not
content.
much in there?
Can only go up from there then.
I mean, I can't. It feels like we are not in great shape here. So I'm
Yeah,
just
I mean, yeah, we are losing and we have 2 minutes while they have 8 minutes, but I've been in worse.
okay. Let's do the rook again.
Okay. Doing a rook lift.
Okay. Let's do pawn.
$20 and I'm going to take over. I don't think I'm going to be able to save this one though.
Okay. Let's go rook.
I'm wondering what our opponent's thinking about this game.
Because your pattern of behavior is very weird for a 2000.
Erratic. It's a bit erratic.
Rook. Or sorry, I meant knight.
Rook was said. We got to stick to the rules. There's integrity on this stream.
Knight. No. I don't. God damn it. Now I keep mixing these up. I wanted to say rook, but I said knight.
We can save that.
Okay,
we don't
we
want
can
to
save
save
it.
but we had to. Oh, it's me now.
Game time.
There's no good moves. They're going to take here. Okay, so our plan is to try to get some like sneaky checkmate somehow. I'll try to walk the viewers through what we're thinking here. This pawn's not defended, so we're going to hit it. I got to turn my arrows on for live play. But yeah, we're just down 5 points, which you can see here.
Yeah.
And so that's hard to come back from. We're going to take the open file. We're also way down on the clock, but that's okay.
This is what drama is.
Yeah, I mean, well, Pete, really, if this chess stream is going to take off, you need to call someone out. That's what the chess community is missing.
I'll call out Bajajic right now.
No, you need to call out someone and get them on stream here to play against them. Who in the community do you want to call out? Or
so it is a little hard to call someone out when you are quite possibly the worst person at chess. But
you don't know. I mean, I feel like other people are on that level.
Yeah, and I feel like a call out that's like, hey, anyone else who is sub 250 ELO, you want to come and get some of this on my stream?
I will play you if you're below 1,000, but you got to give me odds. Yeah, okay, I could understand that. Okay, they're hitting our knight, so we're saving it. Now they're going to try to get a queen here by just pushing down these pawns. So this is why trading when you're winning is good, because it's hard for me to stop. They have all these pawns rolling down. I can't do anything.
That's quite the braggadocio you have there, Christopher. I can't imagine the courage it would take to make such a challenge to me.
I mean, Christopher, that's a lot of talk for someone that's 2-0 today.
Yeah, I think my results speak for themselves. So what are your odds right now of winning this if you had to set a percentage chance?
Half of 1%.
Wow.
It is very bad. Our best chance of winning is them running out of time, and I have 15 seconds and they have 6 minutes. Or they have 7 minutes, so not good on that front. But we won't quit here. We're not going to resign. There's 11 seconds left. And then I think we could have time to get either one more game in with you, or we could look at the puzzles real quick if you wanted. Whatever you want to do there for the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, we could. I'm good with either of those. Has he made any mistakes?
So he made a queen here. He didn't play the best chess game in the world, but you know, we didn't punish it. So, you know, a well-deserved win for him though. He did what he needed to do there. Okay, we ran out of time. So I'll stop sharing my screen. And I just click this red.
Oops. Liam, I think, accidentally left the entire stream on accident. Pretty embarrassing, honestly, that with my brain that he couldn't pull that off.
All right, my mistake.
You clicked the wrong button.
Sharing the screen.
There you go. You want me to go back to mine here?
Yeah, how about you pull up the Chess Kid and just go to the puzzles, and we'll run through the golden checklist for you for the last couple minutes here, and then we can go more into that next lesson. But you know, already I feel like we made a lot of progress today. We went from you just moving random pawns at the start of a game to you know, making actual good moves. All right, so you got the Chess Kid website up.
I do feel like I have, like, on the very opening, you know, first 5 or 6 moves, I'm feeling a little more comfortable there immediately in over my head after that, but we have a foundation.
Yeah, no, Chris is 100% right. Rage quit after he cost me the 2K. Just Arthur handed it. So pull up the puzzles and just click start there. Click the orange button and there we go. Okay, now with the checklist, to be a good chess player, you have to first look for all of the checks to your opponent's king, even if it's not a good check. Like even if it means like sacrificing your queen. Yeah. The reason is we got to get that creativity going to be a good chess player. Yeah. And then we have to look for all of our captures, and that's like the hierarchy of what we look at. First, we look for checks, then we look for captures, and then we look for threats, which we'll show you check forks, pins, skewers as they show up here though. Okay. So go back to the puzzle. It's your turn. It's black to move. What are the checks that you see? Okay, I'm black, right? You're black, yeah. Yeah, I'm black. So I definitely have the check here with the queen. What check would that be? Tell me, tell me the square it goes to, if you can. So the check would be, although they would be, it would be a kamikaze mission, but they could go to H7 or H8. You are black. What is the checks that you have to their king? That's sorry. I thought we were talking about what protecting my king here. We're trying to win. That's generally my goal too. I would say I do not have any checks to their king. Well, look again. Isn't their king protected? Do you see any way that you can put their king in check, meaning your piece attacks their king? I'm missing it. Okay, well, it's with the queen, so that's my hint. And you're going to take a piece. That's also a hint. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Your queen takes the rook. You hit the king. You put them in checkmate. That was the answer, but usually you want to just like run through the whole checklist and then make your move. So that's a checkmate. All right, now do the next one. I would say you're a rating of 800. You're maybe not there. Okay, so what is the first thing we're looking at for here? We are looking for checks. Yes, and these are tactic puzzles. Like, you know, once you get a good baseline in chess, you want to do, you know, like 100 of these or so a week if you're trying to improve. That's about 15 minutes. Okay, so you're black. This is true. I think this is subconsciously what's throwing me off. All these games. Upper right-hand corner helps you out there, and it also puts the black pieces on the bottom if you're black. Okay. Let's see here. So we're trying to put the king in check. Do you see any checks?
Yes.
What name?
I could take out this pawn with my bishop.
What? There's 6 pawns on the board, so name the square the pawn's on.
Okay, I could take my bishop to e4.
Checking the king, and what would happen from there?
Hopefully he would resign.
Well, that's not a goal of us. We want to be good enough to just win.
Let's see. So if I were to do that, I assume he would just move his king to g1.
Well, he can't do that. And why is that?
Oh, no, because he would be checkmated.
So he's not checkmated 100% because their bishop can block to f3. But then what would you do then?
Then I would just take out his bishop
and
with
then
my
the
bishop.
King, and then the king would be in?
Checkmate.
Because he can't capture the piece, he can't protect, and he can't run away.
Yes.
So like you visualizing these though is how you eventually start doing that over the board. So you solved it. You solved it without moving a piece. So go ahead now and make those moves. Check. They block. You take. Checkmate. Boom.
Yes.
All right, on to the next one. We'll do like 1 or 2 more, and then we can either end it there or we could do one more game with you, whatever you want.
Okay, yeah, I have like 10 or so minutes.
Maybe we could do a bullet game. I'm sure that would go well.
That sounds like a great way to raise my pressure levels here. Okay, let me think this through here. I am looking at the king here. If I bring my queen, no, I don't want to take my queen to e4 because then the pawn can just grab it.
We're looking for checks, and the answer to many beginner puzzles are going to be like checkmate in ones, taking a free piece, things like that.
Yeah.
But first we look for the checks.
Looking for the checks. Yeah, my brain just does not. I do not see these boards.
Not yet. You solved 2, so I'm noticing as your coach that you have a habit of self down talking yourself.
It's true.
We got to cut that out.
I got my okay. So if I take my queen to f2,
boom,
then the king is going to need to come to take it to prevent.
Oh, but he cannot, because who keeps your queen safe there?
The bishop at c5.
So this is called a queen and helper checkmate, where the bishop is protecting the queen, and the queen attacks all the squares the king could go to.
That was the lesson I was working on the other day on here, the queen helper.
Boom. Yeah, and guys, if you want a Chess Kid account, hit me up, Liam at Chess Kid. If you have kids too, you can get a membership for yourself, and the one for the kid is free. All right, let's play a bullet game.
Real quick, though, that reminded me, I want to plug 2 things. We did create a chess club channel in the Deposit Kingdom Discord. I have the link down below. So you hop in the Deposit Kingdom, and then we have a chess channel. Liam's hanging out in there. And we also started, and Liam can better explain it, a Deposit Kingdom chess club on chess.com. How does that work?
Yeah, let me pull it up, and I'll post it in your YouTube chat too. The chess club, we want to get some people in there. And then we can make tournaments. You can have a forum in there. But I think the real goal is you guys can just run some tournaments in there once we get the numbers up in there, if anyone wants to play. Okay, I think it would be fun to end with a bullet game. Now, I don't recommend that you play bullet games to get better, but I think it would be chaos. And it's not going to be hand and brain. It's just going to be all Pete. So click the timer in the upper right-hand corner and change that to 1 minute. 1
minute. This sounds.
So you have 1 minute to make all of your moves. You run out of time, you lose.
This is very. I already feel myself getting nervous right here.
This is gonna be chaos. But click the play button and saddle up, and you got this.
Can I ask? So, is in a bullet game with my skill level, like if you were to give me some heuristics of, is it just literally just make moves because the clock is so important, or is there any baseline level strategy I can apply here to not just be mashing buttons, which is what
at your level? I think it's far more likely that someone's not going to be able to checkmate you. So definitely like blitz out a lot of moves, but look for checks to your king. And don't be afraid to try to make a cheapo move where like you put your bishop in danger, but you're actually attacking the queen if they're just like blitzing out. So I would say focus. Make sure you don't get checkmated. So defend your king well, and then just make lots of moves and make sure you're up on the clock.
Okay. All right. Let's try
Let's
this.
just jump in there and see how it goes.
Let's see what I can't believe I'm up to a 400. This is nerve-wracking. A 545. This is bullshit.
You gotta go. You gotta go. There we go.
Why did I do that?
Keep going. Keep going.
Come on. God, this is so scary. I hate this. I'm just moving.
You're doing great. You're developing pieces.
Trying to remember my stuff.
Oh, got to put on the right square. There you go. Move. Okay, they're attacking your bishop there. It's okay.
Okay.
Keep moving. Material's not that important in Bullet.
Okay.
It's not my favorite form of chess, but it is good content for.
Okay. This is so scary.
No more thinking. Just moving, Pete.
I'm trying.
Let the pieces fly.
I'm terrified.
Okay, not the best one there, but you're only down 10 seconds on the clock. Keep moving. God. That's not the move.
You told
keep moving. Keep moving. Good moves. Okay.
No.
Gotta move. Almost gave up the queen. You're learning there. All right, you're down 10 seconds. So just like literally, yeah, just move a piece again. Have your hand over a piece and be ready to move it.
Good call.
And do the same thing. Like not thinking anymore, just moving. Boom. Okay, don't trade though.
Okay.
Move.
That was bad.
Uh-oh.
That was bad.
That was going for a cheapo though. You know, like if he's moving too quick, that's a good strat. Okay. First bullet game, not the best, but you know, I would say
what happened
it's recommending you lessons. What a needle.
That was very stressful. I'm not ready for bullet chess under the light.
We won't do that too much, but you know, we got to experience one game. All right, so I would say we took a lot from our second lesson here. We learned about attacking the center, developing our pieces, getting our king castled. We ran through the golden checklist and the rules, like the soft rules of, knowing your checks, your captures, your threats. Chat's loving it. Guys, if you enjoyed this, make sure you, of course, like and subscribe Pete's channel. I'll be doing more beginner lessons on my channel. You can follow me on Twitter, and then make sure you jump in Pete's Discord and join his chess tournament where we'll be running tournaments. Yeah.
Excited to keep doing this. Like we said, the more people who want to participate, we can get tournaments going. We can get some more challenges going. We can do more shows and stuff. Liam and I will kind of touch base on a schedule stuff. It would be fun if we could make this a weekly thing. So we'll be in touch on that.
Yeah, and we'll try to get the next one on chess.com TV, which will bring a lot of eyes to the stream, hopefully, and big leagues. And then we'll, of course, do some viewer games. I think next one would be fun. So if you want to play Pete, you think there's a lot of talk in this chat. If you think you can actually take him down, we'll be taking you on hand and brain. I think that'll be a great time.
All of the links that we've talked about are down in the show notes on my YouTube channel. I have a link to Liam's Twitch. The link to the Deposit Kingdom Discord is there. And once you're in there, if you're familiar with Discord, there's all the channels. It's called the Chess Club channel. You can't miss it. All right, guys, this was fun. I need to go back in the lab again. I'm feeling inspired. And I know that every time I play a game, one of you guys is lurking, ready to.
We're reviewing it. I watch them. Guys, have a great weekend.
This is what's so it's when I would hop in underdog fantasy drafts and then someone's in my draft being like, oh, I can't believe you started your draft with that. I'm like, can I just draft one time in peace? Can I just play chess in peace? No, I can't. That's the price you pay for being an influencer.
C4, Pete, way to go.
Yeah.
First move.
I know it's coming. It's coming. All right. For Liam, I'm Pete. This has been the Pete's Gambit. Have a good weekend, guys.
Bye.